Detroit City came in here tonight looking for 3 points to try to get themselves equalized with Ann Arbor, who was playing Kalamazoo tonight, trying to get that 3 points, keep that pace up and all that stuff. Here in Romeo, Detroit City came out early. In the 20th minute of play, Sophia Romine would take this ball outside the box, probably about, we're talking like maybe about the 24-yard line, banger right into the net. All she does is score bangers. Let's just put it that way. Detroit City up by a score of 1-0. However, though, Union FC Macomb would equalize in the 81st minute of play. Amelia Villarreal puts it past Allison Lapointe, her first goal that she has given up since the first game of the year. Villarreal's goal even things up in the 81st minute of play. Then, in the 85th minute, corner, Sophia Romine takes the corner from the far side of the field near the scoreboard, and it will filter right in to play into the scrum. Ella Kane grabs it, puts it into the back of the net. Detroit City comes with the victory 2-1 over Union FC Macomb. Big victory tonight for Detroit City FC. Why is that? Over in Ann Arbor, Kalamazoo FC traveled there to take on AFC Ann Arbor, and they come away with the victory 1-0 tonight. That means Detroit City right now is tied in points with AFC Ann Arbor for the top spot in the Great Lakes Division, and couldn't come at a better time for Detroit City. Detroit City on the swing up, as you know, winners of 4 straight now winners of 4 straight right now in conference play or in division play. So that bodes well going into that rivalry next week. Next week, Detroit City travels to Grand Rapids to take on Midwest United. A big matchup there. Detroit City has won 3 matches in a row against Midwest United FC. And then the two teams meet up at Keyworth Stadium June 21st, second game of a doubleheader there on Pride Day at Keyworth Stadium. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet for that one, make sure you do, and make sure you stay for that second game, because that's sure to be a barn burner. That's for sure. We had one game in the USL tonight, battle between Louisville and Rhode Island. Rhode Island, the only team to go into Lynn Family Stadium to beat them in the last couple seasons. Will they do it tonight? Let's check out the highlights around the sea.
Through to the other side. Here's Perez. Jostling by Yao. Service again. Aiden McFadden. And Louisville City runs in front of Rhode Island.
That has surrounded this team this year has been recycled set pieces. Rhode Island do a good job of winning the initial one. They don't clear the lines, don't do a good job of getting pressure out there quick enough. And then great job by Perez to keep this thing alive. Notice how he gets out to bite on the first one. Gets the center back to square himself up, and as he cuts it back across, that's a no-no defensively. That's a mismark. Rhode Island have the advantage. No Darcy. They allowed Shapiro Thompson to play in that kind of hybrid 10. They was floating up high next to Joey Brito.
Oh, rounding the goalkeeper. Brito, tight angle, put in by Adams. Out of absolutely nothing. Joe Brito exploits Louisville City. Adams taps it over the line.
A credit to the long ball. All Aldair Sanchez is trying to do is reset the lines here, put some pressure on the back line, and see if they can push themselves up defensively. This has been the Achilles heel, though, of Louisville City. That aggressive back three, I mentioned it coming in on the diagonal run through, the touch around the goalkeeper, something.
Tosh passing the 20,000 minute mark. Started this attack, ball through now. Serrano! His team leading 6th of the year. 2-1 Louisville City.
Danny Cruz, that aggression is what gets this going. The inversion of the dueling tens. The substitute in Jansen Wilson, great job on the undercut. Notice how the substitute, Mabika, gets caught out of position. He gets caught ball watching, something Karifa Yao did not do in his 60 minutes of play.
With the 2 goals tonight for Detroit City FC, our grand total is now up to 3 for this year's Pride Raiser, with pledges totaling $3,941.07 going to the Ruth Ellis Center in Detroit and in Highland Park. Scan the QR codes at the top of the screen to make your pledge or your one-time donation to the Ruth Ellis Center. Here's our interview with Dave Dwaihy after the match. All right, this guy over here just won 2 matches in one day. 2 matches in one day. I can't believe that. Dave Dwaihy comes in. His high school team, University Liggett, advances to the state finals tonight with a 2-0 victory. He comes here just in time for Union Macomb to tie things up, and then all of a sudden, Ella Kane's goal in the 85th minute. Next thing you know, he comes in. Magic happens. Well, congratulations once again, by the way.
So much. Thanks so much. If by magic you mean Union equalized, then
no. I'm talking about after Union equalized.
That's right. We responded very well and showed a ton of character, because I think at that phase of the game, you're starting to worry, like, well, we were in lock it down mode. They tied it up. Now do we just bunker in? But we went right back at them and earned ourselves a goal. So really pleased with that response.
Absolutely. I mean, it seemed like, I'm watching, I'm distracted. I'm up there watching both games, watching the Kalamazoo game and the, this one here. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to make a tweet honoring you for doing the thing. And the next thing you know, they scored the goal. So,
Yep. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Just good vibe.
Yeah, it was good. And actually what ended up happening was Kalamazoo ended up getting winning 1-0. So now it's a little bit interesting up at the top.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, we were hoping to get something out of this match to keep our hopes alive. I figured Kalamazoo would have a good shot at making it tough on Ann Arbor, and sure enough, they did. I don't know if it was home or away, but
it was at Holloway.
It was at Holloway. Okay, so Kalamazoo's really tough at home, but they gave us a really difficult game last weekend, and so we knew they were capable, and obviously that's a big favor to us in terms of keeping us in the running. But Ann Arbor still, like they got that mental advantage. They beat us in the first one, and we're even on points. So hopefully we can find a way to regroup a little bit and take advantage of a weekend off. Big game in Midwest, and then a quick turnaround for that big tilt with.
Luckily, you have that week off to prepare for this game. Obviously, it's hard to play 2 to 3 two games in a week, let alone 3. It's a good thing you got that week off break going into this thing. Tough opponent, obviously, with Midwest United. Then you come back. Ann Arbor on Saturday. It's just pedal to the metal going forward, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a real race to the finish. I mean, I think we have 4 more games, but they happen within like 2 weeks. And so it's going to be a test of our depth, which I think we will be in, we'll be in a good position to respond to that. But it's also just going to be a case of, the emotional challenge and the emotional drain that you face when you're playing must win, or at least games where you feel like you got to get something out of it, one after the next against worthy opponents. So we've got our work cut out for us, but this is a group that seems to respond well to a challenge, and they've got a lot of good positivity among them right now. So hopefully we can rally or rely on that.
Yep. You were privy to the final goal of the match. Tell us about that play. Nice corner kick, 85th minute. Almost at the dead of the match there. Good timing there for Miss Kane, I believe it was.
Yeah, to open her account. Great timing. There's never a bad time to score a goal, but I felt like that was perfect. And, I praised the women when I got into the huddle. I felt like just the sequence that preceded the corner was really the thing that impressed me most. We had just conceded. We were trying to work our way into the game again, and we had a few frustrating little missed pass here and there. And it just I was starting to think like, oh man, we're unraveling a little. But we got it together, and the sequence that preceded the corner, like Cam getting into a great area, shot that got blocked, Sophia staying with it. driving a great ball diagonally across the box that I was hoping was going to lead to something, but they had to clear it, in an emergency mode, and then we score off the ensuing corner. So I felt like we really earned that go-ahead goal. And in a phase of the game where, a lesser team might have buckled and said, okay, let's just get out of here with a tie. So I was really, really impressed.
Yes. Hard-earned 3 points tonight against a very tough team, Union Macomb FC. Coming up next week, we will be in Grand Rapids, Detroit City FC taking on Midwest United. Big matchup out there, and this team has gotten 3 straight over them. Can we see if we can make it 4? We'll find out next week. Until Saturday, folks, keep your feet in the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy.
Thanks, everyone.